How's it going, everybody? My name is Richard. Usually I go by my YouTube name Rick, which is my gaming channel. But this time I decided to do something new with another channel that I wanted to do. It's something that I think, since I was even small. But before anything, I'm already going ahead of myself. But this video is only here to, I guess, build a portfolio. So if you're one of those lucky people, I guess, that just stumble across my channel, even though it's not big or anything, I don't expect it to be that big. But if you're here, thanks for watching my video that I'm doing right now for doing this drawing that I'm doing. So the drawing that I decided to use was a sort of like a figure from it's supposed to be a statue from Mexico, which is where my mom was born. She was born in Morelia, Michoacan, and this is actually kind of like a famous statue that's in Morelia, Mexico. I decided to do this because the reason one is because I want to keep on studying, like, to train my eye to see more of a sculptural design. So I decided to do that, and I'll put an image that way you guys can see what I'm trying to do here. But just to go off on a small limb and give you a little bit of history about myself, the reason I'm doing this too is because I guess, like I said, portfolio, and I guess to sort of add a different channel to my previous channel that I have for gaming. So this channel is only gonna be, like, I guess, just drawing and putting up portfolio pieces and all that. But what I'm doing here is I'm just drawing. I'm getting out, like, perspective on it, and perspective is always important. But to give you guys a little bit more history about myself, what I did was, ever since I was small, I guess I sort of loved art. It was just part of me. I guess I like drawing. When I was a kid, I always draw cartoons, like comics and all that. So I guess it just kind of stuck to me, I guess, since for a long run. But unfortunately, my teenage self didn't, I didn't decide to do art again until recently, until when I came to college. So I'm picking it up again. So it's very fortunate for me because I'm picking it up again, and even though I'm not that good, I'm striving to be good, and I know I can't be like that really good. Because I know my art form isn't, really well as, like, the masters, which would include, like, Picasso, Cezanne, Da Vinci, and all that. Those are masters, and I would really love to, like, just pick up on their art form, especially Picasso. He's one of my favorite artists. So since I was a kid, I've always been interested in art, paintings. I love going to art museums. They're just, some people consider it boring, but for me, it's not boring at all. I love museums. It's interesting to see the paintings that masters did, and how their history, that they have, how they came up with, like, all this. It's just amazing to know, like, how to paint. Painting is also one of my favorite hobbies to do. And I still do it. Since I was small too, I painted a lot, but I used to draw cartoons most of the time. And when I just started growing up, I started to do paintings. But since I got to high school, when you're a teenager, you just sort of go off on a tangent, and you sort of forget, like, what's important, and you just think about, like, the then and now. But until I got to college, that's when I started to really think about, what I'm gonna do in life, what I'm gonna do later. And the first, what came into my mind first was having to do engineering. And I don't know what came up to me, but I love technology too. I love, I guess those are two parts of me that just sort of, like, that I love: technology and art. It's just, I don't know, it's a crazy combination. But at first I decided to do engineering, but I took one class of animation, and that just got me hooked. I did not want it. I wanted to change to my major to animation, and it's crazy though, because I saw the animation class and I thought, like, should I take it? But no, because I wanted to do engineering. So when I took that class, it was, it's pretty crazy. I just sort of stuck with it. I loved it. I love animation, and it still continues to be a big part of my life. So ever since then, I just started taking art classes, and so much I regret that I should have, would have continued drawing since I was small. But it's a good thing that I'm coming back to it. So, and I'm almost finished with my drawing here. But I'm sorry if my speech is kind of boring. I'm not that good of a speaker. I'm sort of like an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. So I don't really speak that much. But I guess my videos kind of contradict that a little bit, because I do gaming as well. I have to do a lot of commentary. But it's sort of, I'm sort of breaking out of my shyness. But usually I'll be sort of shy and I won't talk that much. So that's why I'm kind of struggling with my words right now. But hopefully I do a little bit better. And I know I'm not the best artist out there. I'm not saying I will be. My wish is to become a good artist. To become not the next. I shouldn't say next Picasso, because I don't know. But I really love art. I love to paint. I love to draw. It's just been always a part of me to draw. And technology too, but art has always been a good part of me. So if there's anything good you can find out of this video, is I guess follow whatever you want to do. Don't think about what other people think about you. Do what's best for you. Do what you want to do. Because ultimately, if you love doing something that you work for, it's not going to be work. It's going to be more like a hobby. And it's going to be better for you in the long run. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, everybody.